Okay, hope you guys are doing great. My name is Sham, as you guys already know about me. So, right now, I came into my channel after so long. It's been around 8 to 6 months, 6 to 8 months perhaps, since I last did my video, and it was about IELTS. And you guys will be happy to get to know about that. I have achieved my dream score in IELTS exam, which was 7.5 in the main exam. And the journey was like my initial goal was to obtain a band-aid, but I was just short of like zero point 0.5 band. But anyways, as I have like achieved the score, I mean, I've set my boundaries so high that I have achieved 7.5 right now, which is generally a good score, if you want to study in abroad, or like even if you for your English proficiency, it is such a great band, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. And I've also applied for Australia as well. So this is the things that are going on right now. But in today's video, I'm not going to talk about like IELTS specific things, or like where I'm applied for, or where I'll be applying that shit. No, I'm just here to give a little bit of life lesson from my today's life, what has happened to me with myself today on a street road. So I was just going with my scooter. I was just riding my scooter to for a work purpose, and while I was going there was so much traffic, right? I mean, there was signal, and a lot of vehicles was on the road. I was just one of them, and beside me there was a car, a probably a Land Cruiser or something like that. I don't know. So somehow, while crossing, you know, beside him, like while crossing with him, I just hit his rim of his body. I mean, the Land Cruiser's body, and the driver got immediately out of the car, and he was just trying to accusing me, or just trying to intimidating me that I was the sole reason. I was the person who did all of these things, and I was just literally shocked. I mean, why? Like, why he's blaming me? Why he's accusing me for the thing which I haven't done? So he was telling me that, hey, look at the ring, what you've done. It is such a terrible thing you have done, and you have to provide a lot of money for that. So I was just really surprised. What the fuck that guy was just saying? A typical Bangladeshi guy, whenever you would indulge in a conflict or a dispute within yourself, you would, I mean, it is obvious to face that kind of people, right? I mean, they would try to blame you even if the fault is not yours. So same as it was going for myself as well. He was just trying to blame me for the thing which I haven't done, and it was a full dance of vehicles, and I was literally got a little bit scared. I couldn't hold myself under the pressure, and I got a little bit not scared, but I was, just being a little bit uh, like I didn't know what to do or what to say at the time, and that was my biggest mistake. And because of that biggest mistake, I gave him the control of his conversation. Like while he was talking, while he was blaming me at the very first, and I stayed silent, and I let him talk over myself, which really gave him the authority over myself, and he took the control out of it. And in the situation, it was just a judge and jury situation where I was just, trying to defend myself, what I haven't done, which typically you just cannot convince themselves in that kind of situation, because in a street conflict or in a situation like that, you just cannot ever, convince the other person what has actually happened, because they will always try to see the thing which has happened to them. They won't see that who have done it, or what are you trying to say, what are you trying to explain. No, they won't see. As the damage has already happened, it happened. Just they will just definitely. I mean, they will just always try to keep the blame on yourself, and they won't take you the blame on themselves. It goes same for me as well, as I'm a human being as well. So, anyways, like he was always like trying to blame me and trying to say, and I stayed silent. I don't know like what the hell has happened with me, and that is, my friend, which I would say the biggest mistake I've done, by remaining silent, by giving him the authority, giving him the control over the conversation, which was really made the situation worse for me, at least for my self identity. At the time, I was thinking that, oh, what people would say about me if I react to certain thing. Oh my God, such a public space. If I say something bad, what people would think about me, and if I do this thing, what will happen? What will the consequence? I mean, a lot of things were pondering on my head, like literally. And what was the result? I did nothing. I stayed silent, right? I gave him the control to, I gave him the authority to control the conversation, and boom. I don't want to say that he is little than me. He is little than myself in terms of status, in terms of wealth. No, this kind of things just do not work in typical street conflict. The thing is that it was definitely my fault, first of all, that I just remained silent and I was being accused, and I just immediately confronted what the mistake I've done, which typically does not go along with Bangladeshi culture. When you confront a mistake which you haven't done, which I haven't done actually. I mean, another rickshaw just hit me and I just got immediately crashed. I mean, a little bit of slightly collision with that car, and a little bit of minor damage has been happened perhaps in that car. Anyways, so the thing is that never ever look desperate in life, never ever look like a victim in life, because being a victim won't make you far in life, at least in Bangladesh, where the people are all hungry, where the people are trying to put the control over yourself on a simple matter. So they'll just always try to control you, always trying to make you a puppet, or convince you that yeah, you are the main problem maker here, but in the reality, which you haven't done, which is all just a communication problem. So I'm just posting this video on my behalf, I mean for myself, to take out a lesson from it. That is, whatever the shit happens, never ever look desperate in life. Nobody gives a shit about your life. Nobody gives a shit about your looks or anything, your status like that. Especially in street conflicts where the tensions are high, and people would always try to blame you, or blame the other person for their own mistakes. So in that situation, the best is to just move out and say, shut the fuck off, bro. I don't care about you. Who are you? I don't care. I don't care if you are such a status guy. I don't care you're such a wealthy person. I don't care what you are. What I really care is my safety. What I really care is that conflict, or is that a conversation worth my time, or worth my attention or not. So I better should have moved out, at that very right time, but I didn't actually. I just let the conversation going on, and at one point he was just asking my key. I know it may sound a little bit submissive from my side, but that is what he has done. Like, he was asking my fucking key, and I got immediately angry, and I was trying to slap him, to be honest, and which I didn't actually. Later on I didn't, because sometimes you have to stay emotionally controlled. You just cannot let your aggression control you, and in such situation especially. So I just remained calm and just went away. But when I came home, that when it sparked some curiosity, or some thoughts on myself, that oh, what I've done, that was totally submissive work, and I shouldn't have done it that way. I should not have even a single fucking conversation with him, but yet I did some conversation with him. Right? I indulged with him, with an ignorant guy, with a fucking useless, I mean, who doesn't know any traffic rules, who doesn't know how to respect other people, which you typically won't get in Bangladesh anyway. So, but yet I indulged in a conversation. So that was basically, first of all, it was my fault to indulge in conversation. And second is that I admitted that it was my mistake at the time, which you should not ever do at any time. In that kind of moment, or that kind of scenario, you should never ever admit your mistake. You should just go away and say, shut the fuck up. What I will figure out, I'll figure out later, not in front of you. Even if I did some mistake, I will not fucking confront in front of you. Who the hell are you? That should be the mindset. And that's what I'm really thinking, that was such a terrible mistake of mine. Anyways, that was pretty much all about it. It was just a fucking moment, and I don't care what he says about me. It's just typical temporary situation. So yeah, that is the thing was about, and hopefully the very next time, if I ever get involved in a conflict, I would just remain calm and just move away from it. No need to argument. The best argument is to have no argument at all. That should be our motto, right? So yeah, that was it for today. Just keep confident on yourself.